So what does AI-powered actually mean when we're talking about a gaming PC? It's a term that gets thrown around a lot. Today, we're going to go under the hood of a brand new machine to find out exactly where that AI is and what it really does for you. Let's deconstruct this thing. Right. This is the big question, isn't it? AI-powered sounds great on a box, but what's the actual substance behind the buzzword? We're going to break this machine down into its core parts and see if we can find a real answer. Okay, so every high-performance PC has a heart, or in this case, it kind of has two. We're starting with the absolute core components. The brains, that's your CPU, and the brawn, which is the GPU. Everything else is built on top of these two. And here they are. On one side, you have the CPU, the Intel Core Ultra 7, which is basically the brain of the whole operation. And on the other, the GPU, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 Ti, which is more like the artist. One handles all the complex logic, and the other one paints the beautiful pictures. Let's dig into how. So think of the CPU as the game's director. It's not just doing simple calculations, it's juggling everything that's happening behind the scenes. Enemy AI, the physics of an explosion, all the incredibly complex systems that make a game world feel real and alive. That's where all this raw horsepower goes. And here's the artist getting to work. The GPU takes all that complicated data from the CPU and turns it into the incredible visuals you actually see. You get things like real-time ray tracing for lighting that looks just like the real world. But check this out. The real AI magic here is DLSS. Essentially, the GPU uses artificial intelligence to upscale lower-resolution images on the fly, giving you this massive boost in frame rates without you noticing any drop in visual quality. This is probably one of the biggest and most legit AI claims in modern gaming. Okay, so we've got the brains and the brawn. Awesome, but they're kind of useless without a fast framework to support them. It's like putting a supercar engine in a beat-up old chassis. You're just not going to get the performance. And that's exactly why memory and storage are so critical. So this machine comes packed with 32 gigs of the latest DDR5 memory. What does that actually mean for you, though? Well, it means you can be running a super demanding game, streaming it to your friends, and have like 20 browser tabs open in the background, all without your PC even breaking a sweat. It's all about keeping things smooth. And this is where you can see they were really thinking about the future. It's not just about the games that are out today. The fact that you can expand this all the way up to a whopping 128 gigabytes means this PC is ready for whatever's coming next. Games and creative apps that might not even exist yet. It's built to last. Of course, all that power needs data, and it needs it fast. That's where the 1 terabyte solid-state drive, the SSD, comes in. This is the component that absolutely murders loading screens. Your games, your apps, everything just loads in a snap, making the whole experience feel incredibly quick and responsive.
So we've got all these super powerful components. Now, how do we keep them cool and running at their absolute best? That's where the architecture, the case itself, comes into play. And believe me, it's about a lot more than just looking cool. It's about staying cool.
You can tell this case was really designed with the user in mind. Want to swap out a part? The side panel just pops right off, no tools needed. Want to match your setup's vibe? The RGB lighting is totally customizable. But honestly, the most important feature here is the cooling. It's engineered to keep everything running at top speed without sounding like a jet engine is taking off in your room, which, as you know, is a huge deal for an immersive gaming experience. All right, the machine is built, it's running cool. So, how do we actually interact with it and connect it to the world? A powerful PC is basically just an expensive box without great connectivity. This final piece of the puzzle is all about the user experience, how you connect your stuff, your internet, and how you hear the game. And for connectivity, this thing is absolutely loaded. You've got super fast Ethernet for competitive online gaming and the latest Wi-Fi 6E for a really clean, low-latency wireless connection. And hey, notice that? The AI pops up again, but this time in the audio. It actually uses AI to process sound, creating this 3D audio landscape that can help you pinpoint exactly where enemy footsteps are coming from. Pretty cool. Now, for all the spec heads out there, here's the cheat sheet. What really jumps out at me here? Well, that 5600 megahertz memory speed is wild. It means data is flying between components. And the 16 gigs of dedicated graphics RAM is huge, perfect for all the high-res textures in modern games. Plus, you've got plenty of USB ports, so you're never going to have to unplug your keyboard just to charge your controller. And this quote really just nails it. The whole point of a machine like this isn't just to brag about specs, right? It's about getting into a state of flow, whether you're gaming or creating something amazing. The goal is for the technology to just get out of your way, to become invisible, removing any limits on what you can do. So we found the AI. It's in the graphics card, cleverly boosting frame rates. It's in the audio, creating immersive sound. It's a performance enhancer. But this all leads to a really huge question for the future of PC building. As AI gets smarter and smarter, are we going to need even more powerful hardware to run it? Or will that same AI get so good at optimizing things that it can create incredible experiences on even more modest machines? That's the fascinating question we're left with.